Okay, sorry about that. I was expecting a call, but that wasn't who I was waiting to hear from. All right, slid the end plate on, the drive side end plate, putting in a brand new bearing there. I have the eccentric lever in place, and this is the brand new cap, and I of course polished the and there's a rubber ring, O-ring in here. This is the spindle tensioning, and what it will do is keep the spool centered. You adjust this so that there's very, very little play in free spool. These O-rings are, you got to put a little bit of grease on them. Okay, there we have it. Now the next thing that you do is you take put this about halfway up, slide this under it, these little screws, they charge you $1 a piece for them now. That's one of the reasons why it costs $450 to put one of these together from scratch. Now a lot of people will put a dab of grease on the end of this. If I was sending this out or selling it, I would also do that, but since I will be using this myself and taking this completely apart, I don't have to do that. And I will, these are all brand new, I will coat them with anti-corrosive oil. Am I still in the field of view? Yes, hope so. Now we can go over to the other side. This is a spool. There's ABEC 9 hybrid ceramic bearings in there. This is polished. There is a thin ring, and you want to make sure that ring seats in there, and when you push it in there, right there is the gap. You want to make sure it's next to nothing. And the end plate that I'm using is a tournamag end plate. I found this to be, this is the speed bush. There is actually a little bearing in the bottom of this. A lot of people don't know that, but there is. The only time that bearing comes into play is when you're retrieving. It doesn't affect casting. You need two long ones, they're the long ones, and one short one. That's the short one, I think. Well, looks shinier. These are all brand new, but okay. The short one always goes down the bottom. And make sure they are threaded into. You don't want to force them into anything. You don't want to cross thread them. This one is a. These screws come in slotted and Phillips. I bought so many of these things, and now at $1 a piece because they're going to be scarce. Some of these parts they use go to a lot of other reels, so the chance of them running out of some of these parts are next to nothing. But some other parts you can't get, like the silly little screw that goes into the hammer and to the handle. You can't get that. Alrighty. This thing just loves to slide out of here. Now this is a tournamag. I like it because you turn it away from you and the magnet goes away. I had one where it was backwards and I couldn't get used. Matter of fact, I sold it on eBay yesterday. All right. This is the cone washer that puts the pressure on the inner sleeve in here. Always have the high point of the cone. I've had 4 reels come into me where they had them like this. It just grinds everything down and the drag will not work. It presses the whole anti-reverse bearing into the top washer. And then we put on our here's another little, this is how they came. These were chromed. Can't get them anymore, but they got lucky and got one. This is the very last gold handle, and I didn't know it. I called Penn, a few other distributors, and I called all their parts suppliers, and one supplier had one handle left. I sawed with a diamond, so I saw that off to put on this because that's what I wanted, and I was very fortunate to get that. This is one of those. Well, I'm not going to mess with that because it'll take me longer to find the right part. But anyway, that's how it goes. This is 2 positions. This is the center position. If you put it in the longer position, it's more torque. All right, let's see what we got here. See that play? Hardly any. And it'll spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. If there's a line on here, it'll spin even longer. Now that's in free spool, that's engaged. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to show what I put into these things. One of them is on eBay for sale. This is going to be my personal reel. I'm going to keep it. They're very expensive to buy and build this way, and they stopped making them in 2002. So when you see someone says brand new, the only way it could be brand new if it was some kind of old inventory in stock, and that's the only way it can happen. I bought 2 reels on eBay that were listed as brand new, and I opened them up, and they were very, very, very close to being brand new, but they were not brand new. Somebody bought them, maybe played with them or whatever, but anyway, it left some telltale signs inside. And I bought some other ones that were supposedly barely ever used and had to replace parts. So you never can tell what you're getting. With this, you know exactly what you're getting because I have all the receipts. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make detailed videos of how I actually do a lot of the little things that I do, and it'll make your reel last forever. This is still rated in the top 5 for casting distance. These used to hold world records, but the newer reels that are using to hold world records are a little bit different architecture. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.